Well, let's get to that breaking news today in terms of the accusations of voter registration fraud against a group known as Acorn. Acorn is a community organizing group known for its get-out-the-vote tactics, largely aimed at low-income people. Acorn is facing complaints of fraudulent voter registration efforts in at least 8 states. In the pivotal swing state of Ohio, for example, election officials are calling for an investigation into 4 incidents involving people signing multiple voter registration forms. Jim Popkin is senior investigative producer for NBC News. And Jim, well, first of all, give us a sense of what's the real serious stuff that's out there, and what's the stuff that people are just sort of complaining about that's a little bit misleading?
Well, you've got to break down. You've got, obviously, a voter registration problem right now. We don't yet have, and we maybe we'll never will have, a voter fraud problem. Right now, obviously, this is just about registration. Acorn has a major problem on its hands in that it has been, at the very least, very kind of haphazard in the people that it's hired and how those folks have filled in these applications. You've got the Dallas Cowboys registering to vote in Nevada, and as you had just mentioned, this man in Ohio registering 72 times under his own name. So they have a serious problem, but the experts that we've talked to say we don't know yet. We may never have a real voter fraud problem. It may all kind of be front end loaded. Again,
because the issue is, you know, Jim Popkin, we can register you 75 times, but it's not like you can suddenly then go and vote 75 times because essentially your name gets crossed off, or you have to essentially match up with the voter list.
That's right. But the problem is, and if you talk to officials at states that have been affected by this, the problem is their workers. You've got this just swell of people, new people who are already registering to vote. They have enough problems just trying to verify, are those the right people? Now add to it thousands and thousands of forms for people who either don't exist or one person whose name keeps getting added to the rolls. At the very least, it's extremely distracting.
Now, Barack Obama spoke about this today because there have been accusations that Acorn is essentially doing his bidding. If we have that tape, let's go ahead and listen to what Barack Obama said this afternoon about the controversy surrounding Acorn. Watch.
They're not advising our campaign. We've got the best voter registration and turnout and volunteer operation in politics right now, and we don't need Acorn's help.
Now, fact check that for us. They're not advising his campaign, but what about the issue that the Obama campaign spent $1 million on a group called CSI during the primaries to help sort of get out the vote?
His campaign did spend about $800,000 on an offshoot to Acorn to help get out the vote. That is accurate. Where the McCain campaign, many people say that they're kind of overplaying their hand, isn't trying to draw a very close connection with Obama. He did some very limited legal work for them years ago when he was in Chicago. There's no evidence that he has an ongoing close relationship with Acorn at this point.
Jim Popkin, senior investigative producer. Jim, thanks for coming on and clarifying all this. We appreciate it.
Thanks, David.